Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Amelia and I make new life and style videos every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Maybe you can tell I have a bit different makeup on. It's definitely like been a moment since I've worn colored lipstick, and I just thought, let's celebrate today. And we're gonna celebrate because it is my birth month. It is March 1st when I am filming this. My birthday is in 5 days, so I thought I would do the video inspired by Jenna Marbles, where whatever year you're turning, you say all the things that you've learned over the course of those years. So since I am turning 26, which sounds so much older than 25, why is that? I'm gonna be saying 26 things I've learned in 26 years. So let's get right into the video. Some of these are serious, some of these are silly. It's just anything that I felt I would share my wisdom on. So the first one happened very recently, and you're all gonna think this is very weird, but seitan, like S-E-I-T-A-N, is a type of gluten and not a flavoring on chicken. I had ordered seitan wings. I have seen the word seitan many times before, and I always just thought it was a seasoning. And when I got them, they were like thin, like this thin. And I turned to my boyfriend and I'm like, what is this? Like, why did these wings look weird? And his friend, who happens to actually work at this restaurant, was like, they are vegetarian wings. Seitan is a type of gluten and not a flavoring. That's all I have to say about that. So if you ever wondered that, which you probably didn't because sometimes I just have dumb moments, that's what that is. Number 2 is get a credit card, but be responsible about it. I got a credit card at 18 and I have amazing credit now. Having good credit is going to save your life in the future. It's gonna, you know, help you with getting a house, getting a car, loans, all that stuff. I'd say like get it as soon as you can, but remember to be responsible. Number 3, don't get distracted by boys or whatever gender you are into. It's not worth it. I have done so many stupid things or just like embarrassed myself because I liked a guy. There have been many fights with friends over the years over guys. Like, they're just not worth it. Like, they're just not. Like, in retrospect, like, I just cringe so much thinking of like the things I did, or even just like how much like time I wasted on like guys who just weren't interested in me. And I just thought like, maybe if I put pink lipstick on instead of blue lipstick, they'll like me. Like, no. Like, if someone doesn't like you or isn't interested, like, they're not interested, and it's better that you know it in that moment than like waste all this time. Okay, number 4 is contradictory to what I just said. Be just a little tiny dumb and in love. It is kind of fun to get like swept up in the beginning stages of it, so I'm not saying like be cynical and just close off your heart to everyone, but there's always a give and take with everything. So, you know, if you have a crush on a guy, you find out he's not interested, you know, whatever, give yourself some time to get over it, but then move on. Don't try to chase him. But on the other hand, if you guys do both like each other, like, have fun and go on dates and get a little swept up, but also remember to come back down to reality. All right, 5. And this is like my biggest motto in life, is like learn self-awareness in literally every aspect. And this is kind of just like getting to know yourself and being so raw and honest with yourself. I think a lot of today's society kind of lacks this sense of self-awareness. You know, this is in a relationship, in work, in friendships, or whatever, and being able to take ownership when you're wrong really kind of just like elevates you from kind of everybody else and makes you like stand out when you can say like, this is what I did wrong, or know who you are as a person. 6, travel while you're young. I obviously don't know everyone's situation, but if you are in a situation where you can, even if it's just to like another state, a different town, traveling and just experiencing different cultures is the best way to learn and to just gain some more self-awareness and a sense of self. Now they have programs where, you know, you can get with a group of basically strangers and go traveling to different countries. 7 is something that was like told to me and I've kept with me. It's that most of your wealth is acquired like in the later half of your life, and I've always like kept that in mind, where yeah, sure, there are people, you know, around my age who are making like 100K and more, and like I wish I was making that money, but you also have to know that for the most part, like 20s, 30s, even 40s, you might not be making that much, but like basically right before you're about to retire is kind of when things compound and when you're most likely to make the most money. So be smart about your spending habit, but also like have a little fun. You know, if you have some extra money, like take a trip or buy yourself that purse or belt or whatever. Like you deserve to treat yourself and to buy yourself things, but also like there's no need to go balls to the wall and go in debt just to like live up to the Instagram standard. Number 8 is there will be gaps in your resume. You need to fill them. College is great. I loved my college experience. It might not be for everyone. I didn't learn everything there was about advertising from my resume. There's a million different websites now that offer college courses. You know, I took a Google Analytics course and like a Salesforce course to just like fill in those gaps and to be certified in other things that are needed for the real world. So don't think that your college degree is like going to get you everywhere. You kind of have to like take it another step and fill in extra things that you see repeated in like the requirements for your job. Number 9, don't cry with a spray tan on. You've all seen that girl. It's happened to me. I cried after I got a spray tan my junior prom and just had tear marks than my spray tan. It was great. 10, self-care. It's more than buying yourself things, which I know I just said, and this is also where self-awareness will come in. Like sometimes self-care is genuine help. And my number 11 thing that I've learned is go to therapy. Even if you don't think you need it, there's just something about like talking to a third party who has basically no vetted interest in your life, where they can just like kind of look at it from a completely unbiased view and tell you the truth, or just pose questions that will make you think. And that's also part of self-care. I mean, I started therapy like probably around this time last year, and I feel like a different person. Like I still feel like me, but my headspace is like totally different. I still have work to do, but from where I was a year ago to today is absolutely like insane. Like I can't believe that it's like helped like as much as it has, but it has. I would like recommend like literally everybody go. Number 12, I wrote good vibes only. And by that, I mean like if there are people in your life who just have negative energy, like get them out. If your apartment or house is too crowded, clean it out. Like the things and people you surround yourself with affect you so much. If you hang out with someone and you are like emotionally drained hanging out with them, that's a sign that maybe they're draining. Everybody's vibes and wavelengths are different and you're not going to mesh well with everyone. 13, don't eat a pint of full-fat ice cream if you have a slight dairy intolerance and expect to drive 2 hours home, because you won't make it. Yes, this is an actual story. I went to the Turkey Hill factory, which if you don't know, they make ice cream, and I had ice cream samples, and we were able to make our own like Ben & Jerry's size pint of ice cream, and it was just a lot of ice cream, and then I had to drive back home, and luckily there was a rest stop. But yes, be mindful of what you eat and how long you're gonna drive. That's it. 14, keep your shoes on in public spaces. If you're on a train, subway, club, bar, wherever, like keep your shoes on. No one wants to see it. Also, it's gross. I don't get it. 15, realize your own special qualities, because not everyone has them. Sometimes you just get blind to like what makes you special. And yes, I am a millennial saying I am special, so you can call me a snowflake if you want. It is what it is. We all have unique qualities that make us us, and what you think is normal, other people don't have. And because you lived with it your whole life, you don't see it as that. So again, self-awareness. Really look deep inside and say, like, what am I really good at that other people don't have? And like realize that things that you think are totally normal really aren't, and they make you different and a unique human being who can offer this different skill set or whatever viewpoint to the world. 16, be nice but not soft. I found this like throughout my whole life where people, because I'm quiet and introverted, kind of view me as either a pushover or just nice and will go along with it. And I will listen to you, and just because I listen to you doesn't mean that you can like manipulate me. And so there's a difference between like just being mean because the world's a cruel place and like you just gotta fight through. Like, you can still be kind to people, but when someone doesn't like give that energy back, or you can tell they're kind of being sketchy, like then it's time to just like firmly put your foot down and say like, no, this is what I think, or like, we're not having this conversation anymore. And just being able to like know that nice doesn't mean you're soft. Nice just means you're a kind, caring person. And it's also not a bad trait. I hate when people are like, when you say like, oh, blah, blah, blah is nice, and they're like, that's all you have to say about the person is they're nice. Like, and I'm like, you know how many people aren't nice? So when I say someone's nice, I mean like they are genuinely nice, like from the heart, like they are a nice, good person. I don't get why people think that's a bad trait. But 17, sometimes you have to be a little savage because sometimes people want to try you and they're not going to. You have to show them that like, look, I'll put up with it a little bit until you cross me, and then it's game on. But like in a nice way, like with a smile sort of thing. 18, learn to be okay by yourself. I'm an only child. I live alone, so I definitely have been alone for like most of my life. That sounds sad, but like, I don't know, it's just mostly been. So I am kind of okay with my own company. I feel like there's definitely stretches of time where I'm constantly trying to distract myself. Like I'll have music on or a YouTube video or the TV just to distract myself. And then there are times where I kind of find myself just saying like, oh wow, I'm just sitting here quietly, peacefully, and it's nice. 19, eat healthy and exercise. I mean, this one is like pretty self-explanatory. You will feel like so much better. Even if the exercise is like a walk around the block or 5 minutes on the treadmill, I constantly say something is better than nothing. 20, learn basic skills. Cooking, laundry, cleaning, taxes, whatever. Like being semi-self-sufficient is always helpful, whether you're gonna move out on your own or move in with someone else. 21, clean at least one time a week. Your space affects your brain and your mood. I know I said this about like good vibes only, but giving it a good clean, vacuuming, mopping, dusting, cleaning up papers, putting your clothes away, which is a huge one for me, putting shoes away, just all that, like I always feel better. It's like there's just less clutter, and that clutter kind of makes me anxious. Like Kim and Kanye have something going on with like that nothingness in their home. 22, take calculated risks because life is short. Sometimes you just need to jump. But as someone who's not a gambler, I do not enjoy gambling. I like safety nets, so I say calculated risks. You can still do something risky like moving across the country if you weigh your pros and cons, and there's like just maybe one more pro there than there is con, or maybe even if there are a lot of cons but you just like feel that it's right, go for it. Even if you make a mistake, like you'll be able to correct it. Maybe not that day, that week, but over time you'll be able to say, oh, this was a mistake, and then have a backup plan. And if you're like me and you're gonna do something risky, then you can always make that backup plan to fall back on. 23, not something I'm proud of. If you think to yourself, wow, I'm really drunk, do not take that other shot because you will throw up. That's it. Once you have that thought of like, wow, yep, I'm feeling it, it's time, like it's over, pack it up, you're done for the night, time to get an Uber or get pizza, something, because getting another drink, getting another shot is not the right plan. 24, make quality time for your family and friends. We are all busy. It is a fact of life. We are busy, busy people. But that doesn't mean that you can't hang out with your friends and family. You know, even if it's once a month, once every 2 months, like really spending quality time, like going out to eat and trying to put your phones down. Though I feel like a lot of the way we do communicate is like, oh, did you see this meme? Did you see this post? But having like real conversations, or even just keeping the group chat going and checking in, like letting people know that you care about them before it's too late, which is a little morbid, but it's the truth. 25. For the ladies out there, if you think your period is over, wear a liner for an extra day, just in case. Ruined a lot of underwear because I thought my period was being nice to me by ending a few days early. And in the amount of time I've had it, which has probably been like 15 years at this point, still haven't learned that lesson. Maybe 26 I will finally learn that lesson. And finally, my 26th life lesson I have learned in my 26 years is celebrate your birthdays. It does not have to be big, but be proud that you made it another year. No matter how shitty that year was, you still made it. You're here, you're given another day, and you survived all those past things. I'm a person who really enjoys my birthdays. You know, I like my birth month. I like being a Pisces. I like my birthday because it's about me, and I'm secretly selfish, maybe not so secretly. I don't know, I just like it. Like, it's just a celebration of, wow, like I'm just another year older. And all those bad things that happened to me, whether it was this year or just like in my past, like I'm still here and I'm who I am at 26 because of it. And same goes for your whatever age you're gonna turn, you're who you are at this age because of those things. But you should definitely celebrate life, as many moments as you can, especially on your birthday. Like, it's about you. It is your birthday. You get to celebrate you. Whatever you want to do, you get to do it. Those are the 26 life lessons I have learned in 26 years. Hope you found this semi-helpful. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.